Hey everyone, I'm Heba and welcome back. As you can see, I've got my drawer here filled with most of my eyeshadow palettes. It's time to do a declutter. When it gets to where you can't close your drawer, I think it's time to let some go. And it's going to be a two-part video because I don't think we can do all of this in part one. Plus, I also have this basket here filled with single shadows and cream shadows. So yeah, this is going to be a two-part declutter video of my eyeshadow palettes. And the ones that I declutter, I will give them away to friends and family, and we are going to Egypt next month, so I'll be giving a lot of my palettes to family members over there. I think they would really enjoy these palettes, and please excuse if there's an echo in here. We're in my bathroom. So we'll try to get through this as quickly as possible. I won't try to swatch a lot of them because, you know, we want to go. So all right, let's go ahead and start with my Juvia's Place palettes. I've got a whole stack of them here, and most likely we're going to keep every one of these. The Warrior 1, this is just a beautiful, this has been my favorite eyeshadow palette. This matte shade is the best transition shade for my skin tone. Really do like this one. And here's the Warrior 2 palette. This one's all matte, beautiful. Love the quality and the price of her shadows. The Afrique palette, another beautiful palette. Love this bronze shade and these greens and these mattes right here. Yes. The Magic Mini, another beautiful palette. I haven't used this one yet, but this one's going to be pretty for spring, especially these pink ones right here. I still have the plastic covering in this one, so I will use this one soon. The Zulu, another beautiful, colorful palette. Keeping this one. Dolce, which I can't wait to use this one. I love this green and this peachy pink one over here. This will be great for spring, so I'm keeping this one. And the Saharan 2, another beautiful palette here. Love the blues and that bronze one here in the center. Yes. This palette by Sydney Grace, Autumn's Rain. I haven't even played with this one yet. I mean, that is kind of sad. But hopefully soon I will do a video with this palette right here and with her single shadows that I got in this Z palette. I mean, it's still brand new. And here are the singles in that one. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm keeping these. As you can see, the ones on top are pretty much my newer palette, so I'm going to keep those. Except for this one here by Kokie Cosmetics, the Black Crow palette. I did a video on this one, a 3 looks in 1, and I don't think I'm going to reach for this one as much as the others. And I know that my family in Egypt will enjoy these shades, so this one is going to be decluttered. I mean, the shadows are pretty. Do love these pop of greens right here. But I think with this one, my family would enjoy it more. Trying to get them into frame here. 2 Pat McGrath palettes. Yeah, I'm keeping these, baby. This one here is the Mothership 5, the Bronze Seduction. Yeah, that is a beautiful palette, so I'm keeping this one. And here's the Mothership 2, the Sublime palette, the one with the pretty green. Yeah, I'm keeping this one. And I'm also going to keep the cases that they come in. Just to pretty much say which palette is which, so it'll be easier for me to tell the difference. 3 palettes here by Wet n Wild, Rude Awakening, Not Your Basic Peach, and Comfort Zone. I'm keeping these. A switching pan, this is by Ulta. I'm keeping this. This is such a nice tool. It's kind of dirty, but I'm keeping it. I'll just, turn it around and it'll be all good. I have a melt stack. It's really neat how they do this. It's each shadow is magnetized, and I like how you can fan it out. You fan it out like this. It's really cool. I like this one. This is more of an eyeshadow topper for me, but I love these shades. This one by Urban Decay, the Born to Run. I really do like the cover with all these travel places. I really want to go to a lot of these. And I do like the tones in this eyeshadow palette, but I think I'm going to give this one to family in Egypt. I think they would benefit from this a lot more than I would. I do like these blues right here, and I like these warm tones right here. But I think my family in Egypt would use this more than I would. So this one's going. Another one here that I'm going to declutter is the Emily Edit, the Needs palette. I mean, it's real pretty, but these aren't my colors. This won't match me, and I haven't even used the eyeshadows. But my family in Egypt, I think they would benefit from this too. So this one's going. Okay, let's go with these small ones right here. 2 eyeshadow quads from Tom Ford. This is the Honeymoon palette. I was about to declutter this palette right here last year, but a subscriber friend of mine said that it's beautiful. We should try it. I should try it. And I did. And I kind of like this one. So this one's staying. And the other one here is the Iris Bronze palette. This one, I think I'm going to play with it some more. I was a little worried because it does have some shimmer to it. I thought it was all matte, but I'm still going to keep playing with this one. 2 palettes by Viseart. This is the warm mattes and the neutral mattes. I'm keeping these. These are great for transition shades and to travel with. Great quality. So yes, I'm keeping these. 3 palettes here by Colourpop. Give It To Me Straight. I'm keeping this one. It's got real pretty bronze warm tones in this one. And the Yes Please palette. This is the dupe for the Natasha Denona the Sunset palette. I'm keeping this one. And of course the Disney Designer Collection. I mean, anything with Disney I'm keeping. And these shades are really nice too, so I'm keeping this one. 2 5-pan palettes by Natasha Denona. I believe this one's the Camel palette down here. And this one's the number 5. I'm going to keep the number 5, but I'm going to declutter the Camel palette. For some reason, I just didn't care for the shades in this one. It's a little bit more on the cool tone, but yeah, I'm not going to keep the Camel palette. Here's the Star palette by Natasha Denona. I'm keeping this one. I really do like the shades in this. Hopefully I will put them in order when I put them back because I've got other Natasha Denonas down here, other Juvia's Place, the Emily edit right here. So hopefully after I declutter, everything will be nice and neat in here. Here's the Gemini palette by Melt Cosmetics. Really do like this one. I've been playing with this one quite a bit. I mean, this side over here is just so beautiful, and I love this side too. Yeah, I'm keeping this one, and I hope that they do bring this palette back into stock pretty soon. Here's one by Charlotte Tilbury. The Instant Look in a palette, the Smoky Eye Beauty. I haven't even used this one yet. I believe this one was in my daughter's Beautylish Lucky Bag last year. I think this one's just too light for me, so I'll probably be giving this one away. Another one that I'll be giving away, this is the Tryst palette by Viseart. I got another one in my Beautylish bag for this year, the Lucky Bag. So that one's going to be in a giveaway, but this is one that I have, and I just don't reach for this one. I mean, it's real pretty and all, but this is one that I will not be reaching for. I'm trying to do a really good, massive declutter and just keep the ones that I'm going to use, and this is not one of them, so I will be giving this one away too. Here are a couple of Huda Beauty, the newer ones, the Topaz Obsession. Love this one. This will be great to travel with. And the Ruby Obsession, another beautiful palette. And this shade right here, it's such a pretty color. This one right here, such a pretty color just to pop it on the lid and you're good to go. Yeah, I'm keeping these. And I have others here by Huda Beauty. Here's the Mauve Obsession, the Gemstone Obsession. Oh, okay. Wow. I think I'm going to have to give that one away or throw this one away. Yeah, wow, look at that. Oh, okay. This one's going. Let me make sure nothing else did the same thing. This is the Warm Brown. All right, this is good. And the new one, the Smoky Obsessions. I just got this one, so I'm going to keep it. So the only one that I'm decluttering in the Huda Beauty palettes is the Gemstone Obsessions because... oh, wow, that's sad right there. Oh, I have some Stila glitter shadows. Unfortunately, these have dried up because I haven't used them in over a year. So yeah, these are probably going in the recycle bin because they have dried up. 2 Fenty Beauty Kilowatt foils. This one here is the Mimosa Sunrise and the Sangria Sunset. This one's real pretty. I do like to use these for eyeshadows. It's really pretty, especially in the spring, so I'm keeping this one. I don't use these for highlight. This is not for me, but I will use these as shadows. And the other one, the Sandcastle and the Mint Mojito, another pretty one that I use, oops, for eyeshadows. Really do like this one. But yeah, I'll keep these mostly for eyeshadows. I don't use these for highlighters because these are not the colors I'm going for to highlight my cheeks. But for my eyes, yes. All right, and the one that fell here is the Too Faced Just Peachy Matte. Love this one. I really do like the colors in this one, especially these. If you want a matte look, this is a real pretty palette. Two palettes here by Tarte, the Tartelette in Bloom. This is a real pretty palette, so I'm going to keep this one. And the Toasted palette. This one is one of my favorite ones in the Tarte collection. I love this one and this shade and these. Yeah, I'm keeping these. These palettes here by the Balm, I got these and I haven't even used them. This one here, foiled again. Yeah, didn't even put my finger in this one. The Meat Matte Nude. Yeah, didn't even go for that one either. And the Meat Matte Trimony. Yeah, didn't go for these either. Yeah, I didn't use these. I don't know why. I guess it just out of sight, out of mind. But since I want to do a major declutter, I don't need these and I probably won't reach for these. So these are going. I have two palettes here by KKW Beauty. I believe this one is, wow, I can't remember the names of this one, but I believe this is the first palette that she came out with. Really do like this one. Of course, I've, almost hit pan in that one. So I'll be keeping this one with the pretty blue shade. And I want to say this one is the Bronze Collection, Classic Collection. I can't remember the name of these two palettes, but I'll write them down below for you guys. I'm keeping these. I have a lot of palettes here by Milani. I'm going to keep some and then give some to my family in Egypt. I'm going to keep this one here. This is the Natural palette. I'm going to keep this one, the Earthy Elements. This one here, the Must Have Metallics. Love this one. And for the price, you can't go wrong with these Milani palettes. No. These two I'm going to give away to my family. This is the purple one, the Plum Basic, and Bare Necessities. So yeah, Bare Necessities and Plum Basic. I'm going to give these to my family in Egypt. My one Marc Jacobs palette. To be honest, I don't reach for this one. What's the name of this one here? The Glambition. Yeah, I don't reach for this one, so I will be giving this one away. 3 Dose of Color palettes here, the Baked Browns. I'm keeping these. I love these shadows right here. Beautiful. The Sassy Siennas. Real pretty matte orangey shade, and I love the brush that it comes with. Great for underneath the eyes. And Marvelous Mauves. Do like this one too for a pinky look. Here are my Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. I've got the Soft Glam. Really do like this one. Here's the Prism palette. I love this palette, especially this shade right here. For my lid, love this one right here and love these bronze shades. Yeah, I really do love this palette, so I'm keeping this one. And of course, the Modern Renaissance, another pretty one. I haven't used this one as much. I need to because it really does have some nice colors in here. But yeah, I'm keeping this one. Oh, I have another Anastasia Beverly Hills one, the Master palette by Mario. I like this one too. You can't find this one anymore, so I'm going to be keeping this one. I love this muted green right here, and I love the matte shades right there. Real pretty. All right, here's the Too Faced Peach palette. This is one that I will be giving away. I don't reach for this one. I haven't reached for it in almost a year. So yeah, this one's going. It's real pretty. Does it still smell like peaches? Wow. Yeah, honestly, it still smells like peaches. But I will be giving this one away. And another one that I'll be giving away is the Kat Von D Shade in Light Eye. I haven't reached for this one. I have a lot better matte shades in this one, and I only will use this one. I haven't used this side, these two sections right here. So I'm not going to keep this whole big palette for just 2 or 3 shades. So this one's going. All right, let me move this basket out of the way. And I have another little palette right here. It's by Kokie Cosmetics. I like this one. I like this one to travel with. Has real pretty metallic shades, and the matte shades are really nice. So I'll keep this one. All right, we made it to the back row, and I'll probably stop it to right here so this video won't be too long. But let's go ahead and get with this palette right here, the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. I haven't reached for this palette, so I will be giving this one away. It does have pretty colors. You know, I'm looking at it again and I'm seeing these right here and these right here. But yeah, I'm going to give this one away. If I haven't reached for it in almost a year, I think it's time to say bye. So, bye-bye. Another palette that I haven't reached for in almost a year, this Morphe palette. Which one is this one? 35O, the popular one that was, you know, the rave almost 2 years ago. I do like this palette, especially this shade right here. That's the only one I reach for in some of these matte shades. But I haven't used it in almost a year, so this one is also going bye-bye. More of my Natasha Denonas. I can tell you I'm keeping all of these right here. Here is the new one, the gold palette. Oh, yes. Let me open it. Okay. Such a beautiful palette. I know this shade right here keeps falling out, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. But look at these colors. I love this palette right here. So this one's staying. The Sunset palette. Oh, it's such a beautiful palette. I love this palette too. So I'll be keeping this one. Oh, look at those shades. Oh, yeah. And the Lila palette. This one I don't use as much, but I'm still going to keep it because I do like the colors in this one whenever I'm feeling a purpley pink look. So at least I know that I have this one, but I will keep it. And here are more of Juvia's Place palettes. Love her palettes, and I love the colors. This is the Saharan. Oops. Really do like this palette. I'm going to keep this one. I love the gold. I love this this rose tone right there, and the mattes. Beautiful. The Masquerade Mini. Another beautiful palette. I love this one right here. I love this one called Cairo. I love this one here called Casablanca. Ada, and you have Giza right here. You know, we're going to Egypt next month and the pyramids are in Giza, so like this shade too. And my favorite one, the Nubian 2 palette. Love this palette right here. I love this shade Sheba, Morocco, Egypt right here, this real pretty green one, Nefertiti. Yeah, love this one, so I will be keeping this palette right here. And of course, you've got Nefertiti for the cover. Can you tell I'm Egyptian? But love the Nefertiti cover of the palette here. 2 palettes here by Violet Voss. This is the Laura Lee palette. Haven't reached for this one in a year. It's a beautiful palette. It really is. But I haven't reached for it, and things that I'm not reaching for, I will be giving away. So this one's going, and this one here, the Holy Grail palette. I will be giving away this palette too. This is one of my first palettes that I bought, and every time I wore this, I got a lot of compliments, but I have a lot more palettes that I reach for that has similar shades, but this one will be given away. And this one here by Pure Cosmetics, I like this one, the Creator palette. I combined 2 of the Pure Cosmetics palette into this one. This one is the Curator palette. I believe it's this shade on up. And then the bottom 2 rows are, I can't remember the name of the palette that I took the case out of, but I'll write it down below. But I like this palette. I love these shades right here, this shade right here. I love the mattes. So this one's staying. All right, I think I'm gonna stop right here for part 1 so this video doesn't get to be too long, and I will start part 2 where we left off. But I do appreciate you guys watching this declutter video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this, and I will see you in part 2. Bye-bye.